Welcome back to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Last episode was even better than the first, so fingers crossed they can just continue on that pattern.
But we're here to help.
Are we getting another commercial?
Helping you
we watching
back into your
WandaVision again?
homes and rebuild.
So these guys have to be evil, right? Oh, okay, yeah, that was a solid transition right there.
Ask him if he knows Carly Morgenthau.
You don't know any German? Yeah, that's true.
Bullshit.
Oh shit.
Yes, I do, and I don't care.
Ooh, kind of like this guy actually.
So we bet on someone who's got a better hand.
Oh, and that would be Sam and Bucky. Or I suppose Zemo.
Alright.
I don't think that's a good idea, but okay. Wow, he's just gonna start right off with that.
Those days are over.
Well, I guess that answers that question.
What are you talking about? You want to break Zemo out of jail? Where the hell are we?
They actually are gonna break him out.
No leads, no
Get that? You think the Wakandans forgot about it?
It's a rhetorical question. They didn't.
I know why this
And if two
matters.
prisoners start fighting, then the protocol says
They
four
do
guards
not
have to
walk you
respond.
through
why would
like
two
the
prisoners
general
randomly
population like
start
that in
fighting
a
at
prison,
that
but
moment?
whatever.
Who knows? Hallway or two.
I never really thought Zemo was much of a fighter. I like the way they're cutting this together. This is pretty cool.
Whoa.
Oh, look who it is.
What are you doing here?
I
You
didn't
don't make a move without our permission.
There.
He's gonna make a move. Oh, it's been a long time coming. See him with that mask.
Seems to be important.
I would not touch that if I were you.
Nakajima.
I've seen that book. It was Steve's when he came out of the ice.
Oh, so that was Steve's
I told
book?
him about trouble, man.
Captures the African American experience.
Will you shut up, dude?
He's out of line, but he's right. That's great.
Cities fly. Innocent people.
That was
die.
Tony Stark's fault. Like, don't even get me started on that.
That is
Not
why
really.
we're going to Madripoor.
What's up with Madripoor?
What?
You guys talk about it like it's Skull Island.
Madripoor
Nation,
is
Indonesia,
officially in the
I don't know.
MCU.
Ways, but we cannot exactly
That's a
walk in
prime
as
X-Men
ourselves.
spot. Like, they're really working overtime for you to feel some sympathy for her. So there must be a catch. Oh, that is so sick, dude. I can't believe Madripoor is actually in the MCU. We're getting that much closer to mutants and X-Men.
We have to do something.
What's going on? Dig the beat. Seems like it kind of has like a cyberpunk-ish vibe to it all. No way, dude! They had the fucking princess bar. If they went into that bar, they would see Wolverine, like, hands down. That's so cool. I feel bad for the snake, man. Just do it down the hatch. I mean, it's cool. Don't. If that video gets out, he's fucked. Damn. I mean, he's got to play the part. Can't be mad about it. Man, I love the style of the show.
Oh, wait, I thought you were rotting away in a German prison.
Yeah, well, things
How
change.
did you escape?
Anything you want.
That's kind of crazy. Ew, what the
Well,
fuck?
that's the Zemo. Dr. Wilfred Nagel is the man you want to thank, or
Really? Nagel's a part of
depending on
this
what
all,
side of this you're
too.
on.
They
Power
just keep
broker
throwing
had him
more
working
Captain
on the
America
serum,
characters at
but-
me. Very bad timing, Sarah. Holy
Answer
shit.
it.
Okay.
On speaker.
Sam, I'm sorry. Let me call you back.
Sam.
Ah,
Who's
shit.
Sam? Kill them.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Damn, that almost worked, too. Like, that was
They're gonna pin this on us.
going alright. And they lost Zemo. Okay, who is this person shooting everyone? Oh,
Drop it,
shit. Okay.
Sharon?
Good to see you, Agent 13.
I also took the wings for your ass so that you could save his ass from his ass. Like you, I didn't have the
Okay, guys, I see what you're doing. You're more worldly than good old Sam.
No shit.
Come on, you guys need to change. We've been crying in an hour. Much better.
Oh. Okay.
What's going on?
Before you were his pet psychopath, you were Mr. America, Cap's best friend.
What the hell happened to
Kind of
Sharon?
awful now.
Carly Morgenthau, and then
He killed almost everybody he's met.
I heard that.
I don't trust
Well,
Charity.
That's a good point, though.
Part of
Like,
the deal,
if they're
then.
gonna give him a pardon,
You help
then
us out.
they'll definitely give her
Get your
one.
name clear.
Yeah, come on, stop being an asshole. Like, help us out. I do like the vibe of Madripoor. Seems like a good time. Well, there's gonna be a secret compartment, secret door, secret false floor, or something. Like, come on. There you go. Ah. Last time I heard this song was on the Umbrella Academy. Well, if that's Nagel, he looks different from comic book version, but so does almost everyone. Well, Sharon, make yourself useful. There, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Damn. Just take them all down. Sharon, come on. Oh.
Okay.
I thought he actually shot him in the head for a second.
Subject with semi-stable traces of serum in his
Oh,
system.
Isaiah Bradley. And he's the one who
After
gave
much
Isaiah Bradley
labor,
the serum in the comics.
I was able. It's going to be subtle, optimized.
Sounds boring. Jesus. She's fucking these guys up. Damn! I wholeheartedly approve right now. Whoa. Hey, what the fuck, man? Like, we could have used some information. Shit. Oh yeah, I think you gotta go. How on earth did they survive?
Alright, where you like living here?
It's not terrible. All right, finally get to see him, the mask and everything. Oh, I don't know why, but I just never thought that this version of Zemo could actually like fight.
Let's go. You're not gonna move your seat up, are you?
No.
Another good callback.
There's a couple of them. I'll tell you in the car. Let's go.
For a second, I thought she was going to be a one-episode cameo. Clearly, she is not. What is her deal?
And we're going to use all of our strength to give it to the kids in those camps.
You know,
Seems like a somewhat noble goal, just, you know.
Right? Maybe you get to be a teacher after all this is over, eh?
Kind of doubt it, but fingers crossed.
Which is why you and I are just gonna run with this one for a minute.
Okay.
Oh,
So I
I'm
take
gonna
what
go
happens
off
next
book.
isn't strictly on the books that way.
You really think they're gonna sweat us on the how?
Said every cop ever.
Like Isaiah wasn't even a real person.
Well, his own
This makes me
government didn't
wonder how
even
many
view him as a real
people
person.
have to get steamed. Maybe I shouldn't have put it in a museum. Maybe I should have destroyed it.
Oh. Zemo's somehow the power broker? That doesn't seem like it would be possible at all. But maybe.
Just sat there in that building. Don't
That
you
is-
understand?
That is pretty fucked
Fighting
up.
for our lives.
And so far, we're pretty much on her side.
No. Now.
Oh damn, okay, Carly, I was with you all the way up to that part. Like, why would you do that? Wait, what was that? I didn't get a good enough look. What the hell was that? This looked like the little beads from Wakanda. What the fuck is it?
You dropped something.
No fucking way, are they?
I was wondering when you were gonna show up.
Oh shit! Oh, that's sick. Don't end it like that. Don't end it like that. Come on, no! Well, what do you know? Another episode goes by, and it's another banger. So far, I think the most interesting part about the whole show is there are very few characters on it that seem like a full-blown 100% evil villain. Every single person seems to be operating somewhere in the gray zone. Like, some more than others, and some, you know, further towards the side of good, and some further towards the side of evil. But no one is just straight up evil. Even Zemo, as they made clear in Civil War, he has very obvious and somewhat logical reasons for being so against super soldiers and heroes in general. Sam and Bucky, while again being more leaning towards the good, did break Zemo out of jail. I mean, Sam sort of didn't, but I mean, he did go along with it. They're clearly not opposed to, you know, breaking the rules to get the job done, which now John Walker and Lamar Hoskins are also doing with their mission. And you see moments where John Walker kind of loses it, and they hint at the much more villainous persona that he has in the comics. But he does still seem like he's trying to be a hero, or, you know, his own version of a hero. He's not just an asshole. I still hate seeing him with the shield and being called Captain America, but, you know, regardless. And then, of course, there's Carly, who is obviously a sympathetic character. Like, what she's doing, I support, but the way she's doing it, I definitely don't. Not as compelling as Killmonger and Black Panther, but along the same lines of, like, you got the right idea, just the wrong way to do it. I love the opening sequence with Bucky and Zemo working together to break him out of prison, all while he's having this conversation with Sam, like, what did you do, man? Like, not only was the editing really good, but I enjoyed the fact that Sam is, like, the innocent party here who kind of just has to go along with it. Zemo in general in this episode was actually a pretty welcome addition to the show. He's certainly not like a favorite character of mine, but I do like the actor. Daniel Bruhl does a very good job. Because again, he's not just a straight up villain. He toes the line between a bad person and someone trying to do good things, but definitely leaning towards the bad. Did not know he was rich though. I mean, again, I should have realized him being a baron and everything, but thought never really crossed my mind. The fact that they had a whole segment of the episode, like a very large segment, all taking place in Madripoor is so cool, dude. I mean, Madripoor is a huge part of the X-Men comics, and they never even did that in the X-Men movies. So to see it introduced here, before the mutants have even really been introduced into the MCU, I think is really cool. It's a great way to kind of baby step your way into the mutants. And obviously it's a lot of good Easter eggs for anyone who's a fan of the X-Men comics. Because like I said, when I saw the Princess Bar, I was like, oh shit. Like, that's where Wolverine went multiple times. I don't remember what his persona was called again. Like, he was pretending to be someone else. He always wore an eye patch. But I thought that was a solid little nod towards the comics. And like I said, when you build up this place with Madripoor, you're just kind of leaning into not only story-wise, but almost speaking to the audience directly, like, the mutants are coming, just be patient, they're on their way, which, hell yes. Everything going on with Sharon was kind of weird, actually. I mean, it makes sense that she would be in a much darker place because she's just never stopped being on the run. But I don't know, it almost seems, I don't really know how to say it, like something seems really off with her. If they had ended it with her being like, all right, give me that pardon, and then she kind of takes off, I'm like, all right, well, you know, she's had a rough, 7 years, and it's changed her quite a lot, as the blip and the effects of Civil War has done to a lot of characters. But then that ending sequence with her where she is talking to her assistant friend, I don't know who that was supposed to be, but telling her, like, we got a big problem, like a couple of them. I don't know exactly what that means. To be honest, I could see either Zemo being the power broker and, that's the big reveal to come down the line, or Sharon being the power broker. I don't know if they would change the power broker so much from the comics, though. Like, obviously Zemo's not supposed to be the power broker either, but Sharon seems like that would be a pretty dramatic change. A welcome one. I think that would be cool. But I don't know. She was acting really weird. Maybe if I watched it a second time, I'd be able to determine one way or the other a little better. Because at this point, I could see it being Zemo, I could see it being Sharon, or I could see it being a character we've just never met before. Seeing Dr. Nagel on there was also really cool. Good. Not even really an Easter egg for comic fans. I mean, it's just literally like, here's Dr. Nagel. That's a huge character or anything, but he's the one who gave Isaiah Bradley his powers in the comics and experimented on him. And in this, they changed that a bit so that he's not the one who gave him the abilities, but he is the one who experimented on him after the fact to create more serum, which I think is, no, that's fine. Like, that's a good way to write that change. And then, of course, there was the fantastic cliffhanger at the end of this episode. So far, the cliffhangers for every episode have been, like, really good. This one definitely was my favorite, though. The fact that we're throwing in Wakanda characters now, dude, the show just gets better and better. And I forget her name. I want to say it's like Io or something. She was in Civil War, and I'm pretty sure I saw her in Black Panther, maybe even in like Infinity War. But I recognize her. I know she's part of the Dora Milaje, and not only does it make sense that Wakanda would be immediately on that shit if Zemo got out, they're like, oh, trust me, we did not forget about that. Which Sam even said earlier in the episode, which was good foreshadowing for the ending. Goddamn, like, I want to see her kick some ass in the next episode. Cinematography in this episode was really good. I think the best of the season so far. There were some shots that were just incredibly cinematic, like it really makes you think you're watching a movie, which honestly you kind of are. Like, you're just watching a 6-hour movie in 6 parts, which, you know, sign me up. Like, this is fucking great. But the use of like steady dolly controlled camera movements as well as like handheld camera in this show is just so good. Like, it really reminds me of like the Russo brothers style with the Winter Soldier, which is all I can really ask for when it comes to a Captain America style story. Music was so good. Not only were the more thriller parts of the episode made more intense and tension filled because of the music, but there were also some like really good, I guess, like hip hop style beats during certain parts of the Madripoor scenes, which, I don't know, it just fit the tone of the show and simultaneously changed it to something a little different for this episode, which was just great. Like, it was really, really good. Acting wise, I want to give it to one of our main cast members, or not main cast member, but main heroes, or even Daniel Bruhl, because I thought he did a great job. But for me, Erin Kellyman, I think, did the best in this episode. Because, like, I really felt her plight and just how distraught she was about losing her mother. I don't know if that was ever clarified. But also her, like, desperation to send a message to these people in, like, a really violent way. Like, again, I don't agree with how she's doing all this, but I do feel for her. And I think she pulled off something really impressive in this episode. Editing and pacing was phenomenal. Like, I think it was a 45-minute episode, not including the credits and everything, and it just flew by. But it also didn't feel like it was too short. I felt like I got just enough. And I already talked about how I really liked the editing during several of the scenes in this episode. Like, cross-cutting is one of my favorite editing techniques. It just builds tension and really makes something cinematic. And not only did they do that during the prison break scene, but also when they were interrogating Dr. Nagel while Sharon was, like, kicking ass outside. So, you know, A+. Overall, I'm going to give this episode a 9.7 out of 10. I think it was very, very good. Definitely my favorite of the 3 so far. And just like WandaVision, each episode is getting better and better, so I'm just kind of waiting for that one episode where it's going to drop the ball a little bit. Because I feel like it's kind of inevitable, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope it just continues to get better and better. So I will see you all during the next episode next week, and fingers crossed that it does not disappoint. That is about it.